Hello. I was going to say good morning, but I don't know where you are right now. I am back to do my final three readings for the moment for mid-January 2021 to mid-February 2021. And I'm picking up on one that I missed first, which is Gemini-Cancer. And then I will follow up with Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Aquarius, Pisces. So this is a relationship reading for Gemini-Cancer. Let's see what's going on for you. Just getting your tarot all shook up here. But let's get right into your oracles for Gemini-Cancer. And first of all, while I'm shuffling, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging in there with me, Cuspers. And of course, nobody's in the room yet. But say hello when you get to the room. I'm going to keep going. So what's going on for Gemini-Cancer? And I have to apologize, I missed you out of my sequence. So first oracle guiding your reading says intuition. So it's going to be a very important time to tap into your intuition. It's the voice of the unconscious mind working through your feelings and senses and inner knowing. Have you acted against your intuition with negative results? Good news, you've just learned the value of trusting your intuition. So give your mind a rest, lean into your intuitive feelings and see what happens. Even wrong decisions can be right. Wonder what that means. Even wrong decisions can be right. Okay, so that's your first oracle. And the next one from the Soul Journey deck for Gemini-Cancer is courage. Isn't that interesting? It seems like the courage to act on your intuition is going to be important. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So courage will be important as well. And let's see, last oracle guiding the reading. Wisdom of the Oracle. All the decks are going to be in the description box with timestamps. This one. Come to the edge. Wow, this couldn't be more aligned for me with courage. Come to the edge. So this might mean to surpass your fears. If you have a gut instinct about something that's maybe giving you an inkling to take that chance, take that risk, push yourself a little bit further than you would typically do, follow your intuition. And the word said literally, wrong decisions can be right. So they may not always seem to be automatically clear cut, but apply the courage and come to the edge is your theme before we get into the tarot for you, Gemini-Cancer. So that's pretty intriguing right there. So let's pull tarot. I have the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Let's pull the tarot on what's been going on with this person or situation that you're thinking about. Things are popping already. Past energy is the Queen of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful. Current energy is looking to be the Eight of Wands. So something moving in fast, some kind of a communication coming up. And what's on your person's mind, Gemini-Cancer? The Four of Pentacles. So somebody could be walling up. Somebody could be walling up right now, for sure. You may even be dealing with an earth sign. You may not be, but if you're dealing with an earth sign, they may be putting up some boundaries right now. They may be very focused on their money, their job, kind of hanging on to what they've achieved. Maybe they're very achievement focused. We're going to play into this a little bit more and see if it's a boundary having to do with the relationship or if they're just kind of in not scarcity mode, but in a mode of protection. The way they see you is death. So let's not freak out about that. But the way they see you is going through a big change. For those of you that feel that you're in a shift and a shift is happening, some kind of growth or transmutation or big change. Your person, it's not lost on your person. They see that happening for you. We do have to remember death is not a negative card. Death is just, to me, a change by which nothing else will be the same after it happens in a certain respect. It may not be the disintegration of something. It's really a shift. It's a big shift about something. So they see you definitely going through change. For now, they're a bit walled up. What's in their heart, though, is this Nine of Wands energy. And for me, that's they're not going anywhere energy. They've definitely taken a few hits. They've been around the block. It's sitting right under your Eight of Wands. So this is a progression to me, the Eight of Wands to the Nine of Wands. Something is going to even continue to happen in the way of events or communication with this person. And no matter how it goes, good or bad, for the moment in their heart, they're hanging around. They may feel kind of wounded over something. And that may be what's causing them to block and guard up. But your person isn't going anywhere, is what I'm feeling. The way they see the two of you moving together, whether that's, whether you're separated or with them, when this person is thinking about how will things be going forward together, we have the energy of now the 10 of Wands. So that's kind of fascinating, 8 to the 9 to the 10. So your person is definitely feeling the weight of their life situation right now, the weight of something to do with this relationship. No, I feel like for many of you, you've known this person a long time. And in the past, there was this energy of the Queen of Cups, which was much more kind of lighter, supportive, positive energy. And, of late, you got into something. Sorry, my hair's all a mess. You got into something that has caused, there's a heavier energy. What's really interesting for me, though, is you can see in the distance, there's this castle, and there's this beautiful village and castle that this warrior is going toward. So again, I'm not feeling like a burden. Like I'm not feeling like you're I'm not feeling like your person is feeling the burden. I'm feeling like they're trudging along, though. There might be heaviness, there might be some baggage, there might be some concerns, but I'm feeling like they're doggedly taking this on. I'm going to clarify this by a little bit, but I feel like your person is doggedly taking this on. Your oracle messages from the universe are telling you to go to the edge, to push yourself, to get out of your comfort zone, but to trust your intuition. So that doesn't mean to be all in. That doesn't mean to stay with a situation that you're not happy with. But for whatever reason, your person's armoring up. They may not be revealing their feelings. If communication comes in, there could be some blockages there. It could have to do with the relationship or some other things that they're experiencing. But definitely, they're not going anywhere. And yeah, they're not going anywhere just yet. What you don't see is the Princess of Pentacles, which is that energy of youthful. I feel like it's the energy of wanting to show worthiness from somebody who feels not good enough. In this respect, I feel like there's an element of this person feeling not quite worthy of you. That's what I'm feeling, that there's an element of them wanting to show their worth, make an offer, be considered serious by you. Maybe they weren't considered serious in the past, but some offer coming, or the fact that somebody feels like a need to prove themselves to you. For a small subset of you, this is going to be an opportunity for you to prove yourself, learn, grow as part of the change that you're dealing with. I'm going to clarify that. I'm going to clarify a couple things here. I want to understand why they're feeling that 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, heavy feeling, first of all. And I'm going to take 2 cards. So, yeah, we've got the 3 of Cups. And we have the Hanged Man. So, interestingly, if you think about it, it could be the same tree. It could be the same tree. So, what I'm feeling about this is something something happened with the person where I believe that they were feeling this was going to be, they had expectations that weren't met. Because it's literally going from this celebratory, light, frivolous, reconnection kind of a feeling, and then it morphs right into a block. I mean, it's like literally the same tree to me. And that connects the energies even more so to me. So something happened. I don't know what it is, but something happened where what seemed to be light and comfortable and social or connective or celebratory somehow became a block. And that person is feeling the weight of that between their 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Just see if there's anything else to know about that. The King of Cups. So they deep down do have this desire to, they have love. They have love here, and their moon is right behind here. The moon is right behind this tree. The moon is right behind this tree. So nothing else has that except for it is also in what's on their mind. The moon is on their mind behind the guy who's blocking. It's behind the Hanged Man. So there's something that is fearful for them, something that is unknown for them, something that like, hey, I thought this was going well, but then I got tripped up. So I went into like blocking mode with their 4 of Pentacles and their Hanged Man. So I think that they thought they were on a path and something, I don't know if not necessarily abruptly changed, but something definitely shifted. And for whatever, and that could be that you were doing some changing. I do have to say, first card here, is the Queen of Cups, and we have a King of Cups. So at the core, you two have a certain, there's a certain love connection with this couple for sure. But I think that maybe you went through a change of some sort, and it had like a mirror or a ripple effect where they were one beat behind you, and what seemed light, connective, loving, whatever they had thought would be happening, that expectation mode, maybe your changes or your opinions or your own strong boundaries around something caused them to take a beat and kind of out of surprise just pull back, and feel like this was a lot. Feel like this was maybe a bit of maybe it was a bit of drama. I don't know. So what is the advice for Gemini-Cancer in this scenario? Hope some of this is making sense for some of you watching this. But the advice is the 7. Illusory success is in this deck. Again, we have the moon in this cups image. And there's moons all over here, and they're not always cups. Like I said, they're different images, but 7 of Cups as advice would mean that to me, stay open, and in a good sense, probably test your fantasy, test your ideal version of what you think your options are. Try to be disconnected from only seeing this the way you usually see it. I think it's a time, and I think astrologically, it's a time where we're cracking open new ways of doing things. I know you are, many of you, with this transmuting, transformational work you've been doing. For some of you, if you feel like you're over idealizing a situation, try to stay more tethered to reality. For those of you that aren't letting your imagination run free enough, push it to the edge, like this oracle would say, and have courage to get in touch with your energy, have courage, go to the edge. So you have options. You have that expansiveness right now. Probably tapping into the Cancer side and the Gemini. Gemini's more mental, but it's probably tapping into the watery side of your personality, Gemini, Cancer. Let me take one more card on that. Yeah. So there's a lot of healing, a lot of hope and healing that can be possible when you let yourself go there. And getting like a message like, don't be so hard on yourself. Now that's interesting because I feel like your person's been hard on themselves, whoever they are. But I think I'm feeling that message for you is don't be so hard on yourself. Good things are coming. You have many more options than you think, whether it's people, situations, whatever. Potential outcome for Gemini, Cancer during this period, bam, is the Fool. New beginnings, fresh look on things, less burden. The Fool doesn't travel with a big pack or load. He's, as you know, very light-footed and fantastical. So this is very much aligned with your Seven of Cups energy, your star energy, so possibility oriented. And although we don't like the traditional image of death, what we know comes right after death is new beginnings. So that's so positive. I'm so happy for you. Gemini, Cancer, this is a really interesting reading. I want to take just a couple cards from the Twin Flame messages, see what's going on there. If this person could say something, what would they say? I don't know why they're feeling so burdened, why they're feeling a little less than. They have love to give. They're not wearing it on their sleeve with the King of Cups. They have it. I pulled two messages here. I don't know if I can meet your expectations. Okay, literally, just tell me, did I just not say, I don't know, but I'm thinking they're feeling like this didn't meet their expectations, like they were feeling less than and they weren't sure if they measured up. And the message is, I don't know if I can meet your expectations. That's a confirmation. And I've thought a lot about you lately. And I mean, I think that has got to be true. The way they've look at this person, try not to just notice that this person has like a 8 to 12 pack ab going on here. This King of Cups is deeply loving. They have deep love, a mature love. And I think that with all the moon element in this reading, I'm getting a sense that this person could fear their own emotions and may not be the kind of person that naturally expresses them. But you've got good things going. You have the ability to heal, options, new beginnings. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here for you, Gemini, Cancer. So with that, I'm going to close out your reading. And my next sign will be Capricorn, Aquarius. Because Gemini, Cancer, I was catching up on you. But let's do Capricorn, Aquarius. Just get your oracles going. And again, these will be time stamped. How's everybody doing? Anybody want to say hello? Anybody want to chime in the room? Thumbs up. Well, it's okay. It's okay if you're just watching. And I appreciate you being here. 100%. Thank you, Samantha. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm doing well too. Here in the US, we are getting a new president today. I won't get political with you. Let's just say it feels like a big turning of the page, even though I'm not going to be in a bubble here and tell you everything's fantastic here in the US, because those of you who know and are watching, it's been a crazy time. But we can always look to the future, right? So, all right. What's going on for Capricorn, Aquarius. First pulling from the oracles. Capricorn, Aquarius. Capricorn, Aquarius. Some of you might be having birthdays soon. Yeah. Capricorn, Aquarius, you might be in the birthday zone. Truth be told. I'm going to pull your other oracles before I connect them. Truth be told. What else? Capricorn, Aquarius, mid-January to mid-February 2021. Oh, happy birthday on the 18th. We just your birthday. Perfect. Happy birthday, Samantha. And the other one is happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Very auspicious. Very good luck oriented. And the third oracle I'm going to pull, we could just make this a birthday reading for Samantha. What do you think? Let's Seeking Within oracles. What's showing up for Capricorn, Aquarius? Jumped out. Silence. Meditating in silence is a precious time of rest and of coming home to yourself. In silence, you can feel and hear your own watchful presence. Take time today to be still and embrace the resonant silence of the vast universe. In silence, you become infused with the knowing that you and the whole are truly one in the same. So, powerful message. Silence, feeling yourself part of the universe, part of the collective, happiness, and truth be told. So I feel that it's through your silence and through your being and through your slowing down, Capricorn, Aquarius, that you will be able to become more peaceful, more joyful, and get to the truth. Most importantly, tap into what you know to be true about your situation as it relates to this reading, as it relates to this person, or as it relates to other things in your life. So there's a need for truth too. I'm feeling like the energy is not only through silence you get to the truth, but that, and we'll see how this shows up in your tarot, but that there's a need for truth to be clarified, to be spoken, to be discovered. So let's see how the tarot is showing up for you. That jumped. Past energy on this situation is the Chariot. Capricorn, Aquarius, let's see. Present energy on the situation, wow, is the Ace of Cups. This one wants to be what's on your person's mind is the Nine of Pentacles. The way that they see you is the King of Pentacles. That is probably your Capricorn earthy side, that you're kind of in charge of your situation. They see you as in control and in charge. Maybe they see some of you very focused on your work, on your business, but the King of Pentacles is really, to me, also a family person, a family community person, somebody who takes their family and their role as a partner very seriously. So the person may see you as someone who takes relationships and partnerships very seriously and effectively, and is concerned about the day-to-day, the everyday connection, the everyday success and abundance, sitting under your Chariot card. So for some of you, there was a past energy of what are the goals for the relationship? Where are we going? Maybe there was even discussions about where are we going? Literally those words could have been spoken. One or the other of you, I'm guessing it could have been you wanting to kind of make meaning out of the relationship and wanting it to succeed, wanting it to move. It could be for some of you an actual literal move, that in the past, one or both of you traveled together, traveled apart, changed residence. That might only just resonate with some of you. The current energy is this beautiful Ace of Cups. So there's this flowing, emotional, I don't know if it's drama related. I feel that it's really love and connection related, that's a current energy for the two of you. What's on the mind of your person is the Nine of Pentacles. So they are focused on their abundance. Um, wow, congratulations on your engagement. That's so crazy. Yeah. You're off to the races with your planning. Your person sees you kind of in charge of that, not in charge of that, but definitely plowing ahead on that. And with the Ace of Cups, man, that's right there. What's on the person's mind? I don't know if this is going to apply to you, Samantha, but what's on the person's mind is this idea of abundance, their own, how they're creating wealth, but that, for those of you who know tarot, the Nine of Cups has that freedom loving element. So that person might have a little bit of push and pull on getting into a relationship versus how do I keep my independence? I don't want to be consumed by losing my sense of freedom to some degree. That doesn't need to be a negative. I mean, that's just, your person also in their heart sees the world happening. So this is encompassing their whole world, whatever is going on in this relationship for you, Capricorn Aquarius. And there's definitely an element of a new chapter happening here, like completing an older phase and moving into a new phase. The world doesn't necessarily mean the closure of a relationship. It's a need to turn the page, though. It's a need to look at it with fresh eyes, to learn the lessons. Um, and it's a beautiful card. I mean, it can often mean too, and it's sitting right under your Ace of Cups. It can mean that you think the world of each other. You're each other's world right now, whoever's identifying with this. So that's in their heart, and it's right under the Ace of Cups, which is a present energy for the two of you. How they see the two of you moving together, what energy is helping with that? So, yeah. So there's a devil energy. Devil's not a bad thing always. Tell me more about this devil energy in terms of what this person is feeling. Okay. So it's not heavy. It's the Princess of Cups, which is in most decks like the Page of Cups. So the Princess of Cups is sitting right under the Devil and is around some of these other emotional energies. The Page of Cups here is getting kind of swept away in the emotion. The Page of Cups is looking a little skeptical on this particular card. Like they might be overwhelmed by the emotion of the situation or overwhelmed by their own emotion. They don't have the maturity of the Queen or King yet, so they're still kind of feeling their way. So for those of you identifying with this reading, the person might be feeling a bit overwhelmed with their attraction, a bit overwhelmed with the relationship in a way that they're still kind of making meaning of what I'm hearing is the good, bad, and the ugly. Every relationship has the good, bad, and the ugly. And the sooner that people come to grips with their connection, understanding the full knowledge of the other, the full knowledge of your positives, your shadow, your connection, where you repel each other, where you attract each other. Relationships are complex. And I feel like for this person, they're very aware that there's so many angles, which is kind of fascinating in a way. There's so many angles to explore within this relationship. There will be a few of you, and I have to just call it out, where if they're feeling they're concerned about their freedom with the nine all of pentacles with the devil right under that, and there's the chain factor, that's just coming for me that for some of you your partner could be concerned about freedom because actually the couple actually chain together, but they do have an innocent view of love when it comes to how they see this, is colored with an innocent view of emotion and love when they see the two of you moving together. I'm going to pull one more card on that. Yeah, innocent, love, Six of Cups, which for me is one of my soulmate cards. And, good, bad, or ugly, the Devil is a soulmate card. There's soulmate energy here. I cannot deny there's soulmate energy here. But it's pleasure, joy, and innocence and love. I think there's a sweet soulmate energy here. I would just watch if it has any elements of toxicity or any elements of negative habits, that for those of you who feel there are those in the relationship, now is the time to address those as you go. Make decisions that don't succumb to things that don't feel right for you, if there's anything that doesn't feel right for you, because you have this mature energy and they see you in the driver's seat here with the King of Pentacles. It's sitting right under your Chariot. So, there's definitely momentum in this relationship, and the Ace of Cups, a lot of really good things. It's a new chapter. Just be, cognizant that there could be a bit of a push-pull here. And if it is a soulmate energy, soulmates don't always mean roses only and unicorns and rainbows. They mean, that in some way you might have attached to each other's shadowy side and identify with each other, or mirror each other. So, that's not a negative. It's just good to be aware. So what you don't see is swiftness, communications coming in, things happening fast, change happening fast, communication happening fast. You got the Truth Be Told card. So I'm wondering where this plays into the reading. You definitely got happiness and silence. So you do need to connect to yourself and to the collective and the universe. But the truth that needs to come out. So it could be, what you don't see is there going to be some communications coming in. You might be learning more about the way your partner is looking at this relationship. What you don't see is maybe they're not really voicing all their grievances, that there's elements they want to accept, elements they don't want to accept, but they're just, maybe they need to fully express themselves to you a little bit more about what they're really thinking about things. In this deck, blended pleasure, it's a little bit of like, taking the good and the bad. And I said that earlier with the Devil card, the good, the bad, and the ugly. What you don't see is there's a blended pleasure energy between the two of you, where you've got to figure out and really accept, if you're staying in this relationship, that it has its diverse aspects. Some are going to be good, some are going to be challenging. And isn't that what relationships are about anyway? Advice. Ooh, advice. Perfect success. 10 of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So 10 of Cups. Seriously, advice is, I believe, to not be unrealistic, but you have an opportunity to stay focused on your ideal here. This is aligning for me with, I need to show this to you, Ace of Cups, the World, and a 10 of Cups. So that's really, really positive energy for whoever you're thinking about, that that a newer, more romantic love has the opportunity to turn the page into something bigger, the whole enchilada here. Stay focused on your ideal image, because when you have your ideal image, you can create it. If you don't know what you want or what your goals are for this relationship, you're not going to be able to create it. When you know what you want, when you have those discussions, again, good, bad, or indifferent, you get it out on the table. So just, learn about your misgivings, learn about what you're happy with, what you're not happy with, help each other appreciate what's right in front of you, and learn why the arms are crossed here. Learn why the person's, resisting something with this communication coming in. But the advice is, look what's possible. And a potential outcome card, Strength. So the ability to tame the fears, tame the concerns. And again, I think this is also having courage. having the strength to go the distance, having courage here. It's a beautiful card. It's also an infinite connection with the infinity symbol. So that's beautiful. You know, I'm reading uprights, towers in the reverse on the bottom. For some of you, there's a need to speak the truth and not avoid it. I'll just say that for some of you. Just going to say that message is just coming to me because there is definitely a theme in here of not glossing over, but taking the good with the bad, taking the good, bad, and the ugly, dissecting what is in the devil nature about this. There's certainly attraction and other things that are positive and love in this reading all over the place. But there's also a need to examine and not be afraid. And not be afraid of hearing things that you might not initially like. If you put them out on the table, you'll be that much better able to deal with them. Any messages from this person for Capricorn, Aquarius? I wish I could take back things I've said in the past. And my heart is telling me just do it. So whatever reservations your person might have, and they might have even misgivings about how they acted, they are feeling the urge to just go for something here, whatever that is. So I can't complain about this reading, truthfully, Capricorn, Aquarius. I wish you a lot of luck with it. And again, I would just be courageous in, this is your reading. Your person's not watching, I don't think. And if they are, they could hear this too. But I think for your reading, it's just to not be, concerned about, speaking the truth and, raising what you see. Okay, let's do my third reading. And I gotta reach down for something I dropped. I got it. Okay, so the third reading is Aquarius, Pisces. Aquarius, Pisces. Samantha, you're welcome. I generalized it, but if anything applied to you, I had it in my mind too that you were giving me pieces of your life. So happy birthday. Congratulations on your engagement. And I hope that some of that was helpful in some way, maybe. Appreciate you being here. And now, Aquarius, Pisces. Okay, we're ready to go for you. Aquarius, Pisces. What's going on for Aquarius, Pisces? You're very welcome. Aquarius, Pisces, what's going on for you during mid-January 2021 to mid-February 2021? But remember, whenever you're watching it, it's perfect timing. So you may pick up this later. Maybe you're a cusper roaming around and you don't see many cusp readings. So when you find them, you want to see how it's resonating for you. That's good too. I know I feel that way sometimes. I'm a cusper, so just are not a lot of them out there. So Aquarius, Pisces, imagination. Your imagination frees you from the will and senses to travel outside the bounds of what you think you know. It's the creative magic of the mind that sees the extraordinary in the ordinary, the simplicity in complexity, and what could be in what is. Imagine the divine life you were meant to live, full, loving, and complete. It starts here. Imagine that. So it's really going to be an important period for you to tap into your imagination. It could be just in your life. It could be to do with this relationship, whoever you're thinking about. So what else are messages? Kind of universal guidance here for Aquarius, Pisces as it relates to a relationship that they're thinking about. I got this for somebody else. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with courage. That was the recent pull earlier. And these are shuffled. I'm going to give this a good shuffle, the wisdom of the oracle. One more. I feel like this is like, have the courage to dream, have a courage to put your dreams out there, not be tethered to what you always know you have to be, what you've always known to be true. It's giving yourself permission to dream, expand, think imaginatively, creatively. Some of it may involve courage relating to this relationship, that you might be stuck in thinking one things or certain things only are possible. That's so funny. The last reading had happiness, and this one has happy, happy. And believe me, these cards are not all happy. So I feel like this energy is about giving yourself permission to dream, for having the courage to think big. Where in the past, maybe you found yourself playing a little smaller than you need to. Let's see how the reading comes out. Let's pull tarot for you, Aquarius, Pisces. Let's see what the tarot says. This is my heaven and earth. Aquarius, Pisces. Feels like a breakout time. I feel like this is a time to break out. Past energy on this relationship was victory. 6 of Wands. There was a sense of victory recently. That's we're going to get clearer on what that means. Present energy is ruin. 10 of Swords energy. So there is something going down. That could be, your challenge is to stay positive in the face of some tumultuous energy that's going on between the two of you. One or both of you feel some resentment, guilt, or more important, betrayal around this. In the past, things were going forward, going well. There was an adequate amount of attention to the relationship. Something shifted. I'm going to actually pull an extra card on the 10 of Swords. Something shifted in a big way. 10 of Swords and Death. So something definitely shifted in a big way here. I'm going to pull in the reserves. I'm going to pull in an extra tarot deck here and see what I get. Current energy, Aquarius, Pisces. What's going on with 10 of Swords and Death? What's the big change coming out of somebody feeling upset? You don't get any more upset than the 10 of Swords. But what is that about in 2 cards? For some of you, and this will be unique to whoever needs to hear it, somebody through their hurt, upset, or disappointment may have taken a pause from the relationship or shifted gears out of something very hurtful, sought their independence and gaining their equilibrium to seek some freedom and try to move past some drama. So let's find out more about that as we read further about your person. But there's definitely something that really went down that caused that to happen. And let's see. What's on the mind of your person is the 7 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So your person is feeling emotional, but they're also feeling, in my case, I'm feeling it's like a sense of irrational. For some of you, you might be dealing with somebody who's feeling a bit irrational. The Knight of Wands is storming in, but he's also got on his mind the Seven of Cups. So he might be making a story up about what's happened here. He might be telling himself stories that is making him a bit more irrational. For some of you, I don't know, that some of you might need to hear that specifically. The way that your person sees you is the Hierophant. So they see you being fairly traditional, in control, a good partner, smart, educated, maybe, you know, just kind of more standard or philosophical, more, yeah, clarified by the King of Wands. So they see you being kind of in charge of your own domain. They see you being somebody who is a leader, teacher, educator, somebody they can look up to is what I'm feeling. So whatever happened really dashed them and dashed you possibly. There might have been some drama and there might have been some separation. I'm feeling like there was a separation between the two of you, but somebody might be coming back in. Your person is wanting to come back in. They were a little bit disillusioned by what happened. I think they're torn. In their heart, though, they may be still taking a rest, still evaluating things, Four of Swords, not, you know, kind of fighting their urge to rush back in, but they have this kind of conflicted potential urge to rush back in or to reconnect that way. They're worried and they're fearful because the way they still see the energy of strife, Five of Wands, in your energy in the near future, the two of you. So they're definitely, there's a little bit of worry there, or a little bit of, I guess, apprehension by this person, given all that you've been through. Page of Wands. See, it's very conflicting to me. So there is this kind of fighting and combative energy within themselves, yet there's a part of them that wants to reach out and communicate, spark up a new communication. It's mixed. I think in their heart right now, they feel the best thing to do is, again, it's sitting right under the Six of Swords, which is moving into calmer waters. And I think that they feel the best thing to do for now is to take a break. So if you're feeling that you're separated from someone, it could be due to their energy, you know, one or both of your energies coming off of that Ten of Swords, the need to gain some space, gain some calm and peace, reflect on this and not be impulsive, despite how you feel. What you don't see is the Three of Wands. What you don't see is there's a lot of possibility for you out there. Maybe that's why you're getting guidance to be courageous, to use your imagination. You may also not see that your person, while they're resting and not making any major decisions, they're contemplating their future too. So there's like room for you both to kind of reimagine and contemplate where you're investing your energy. You have more strength than you think you do. The card itself says established strength, and it's sitting right under your King of Wands. So, and Hierophant. So you have more strength than you think with this, what you don't see spot. And that's what you don't see. Advice. Advice is the Eight of Cups. So I don't look at the Eight of Cups as a final judgment on anything. It's definitely, you know, what they're experiencing is similar to me. They're experiencing a break to get guidance, get in touch with themselves on some realm, calm the waters. Advice for you would be to do some seeking yourself, step away from the emotion, especially if it's pulling you off course. So it doesn't mean that it needs to be an ending. It needs to be like, looks like there needs to be a beat between the two of you. So if you're feeling that separation, don't worry about it. The advice is actually in line with telling you, you need to slow down, you need a break, you need to, you know, be still, and get in touch with yourself and evaluate this carefully. Oh my gosh, my dog just got a bark box of treats and he's going to town on it. I think it'll be okay. We're almost done and I'm not rushing. Outcome card for you is Justice. So the ability to, something is going to right itself here. An outcome will be that it will all work out in the end. You will be able to hold true to your value, hold true to your worth. A valuable proposition will come out of this. But you have 2 pages, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So something new will spur out of this communication. For now, though, it's indicating that it will be fair. It will feel good. It will feel just and equitable. So that's good. Let's see what your person would say to you, if your person could say something to you. Aquarius, Pisces, what would your person say to you? Couple of 2. Twin flame messages, what would your person say to you? Would you reject me? See, they're very tenuous right now. They're not sure if they came forward, if you might reject them. And they got spooked. Wow. There was a period where they had to step away. There was that spooked period after that 10 of Swords. Something did go down pretty big for them. They're kind of explaining in these messages that they were, stepping back for a reason and they got spooked. So, whoops. So, yeah, they're feeling a little bit insecure. They see you as the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles, and you're both taking a beat with their 4 of Swords and your 8 of Cups. So it's looming. Something will right itself, but they're also tenuous. So during this period, it's hard to say whether it will resolve itself right away or if it's going to need more time. But you need to get connected to yourself. That's the biggest message. Hope for the best. Envision your ideal outcome so that you can realize it and take steps toward it, whatever that may be. Make sure it's an outcome that is good for you. It might involve lightening up during this period, connecting with friends, connecting with things that make you happy. That's my final thought for you, Aquarius, Pisces. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Thanks.